Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode in a series that will be called Maker Masterclass. I had a poll on my Amino to see what people wanted to see from me, and the top answer was tips on how to make professionally, followed in close second by making stories, which will be coming very soon. A little brief update on me and my partner recently bought a Sony a6300 mirrorless camera, so I will be having potato footage no longer. It also means I'll be making videos more frequently, including time lapses and tutorials, as well as some more varied content. So without further ado, let's get into the first lesson in my Maker Masterclass, the things you should know before becoming a maker. First up, let's go into the question so many people ask, how much we get paid. First thing I want to say is we don't get paid very much, especially if you're just starting out. I get told so often, wow, you're a fursuit maker, you must be loaded. My answer to that is always, I wish. Due to myself being a relatively new maker in comparison to most makers, I don't often charge what others charge. Currently, my full suits start about $1,300 for a digi full suit. Now before you go, wow, that's so much, let me just break it down for you real quick. Full suit materials generally cost me around $300 in materials alone, and it takes me about 1 month to make a full suit, around my second job that is. Now divide the $1,000 that we have left by 4 weeks in a month, and you're left with about $250 a week, which is just about enough for me to pay rent, but not for bills and food and etc. When you start out as a maker, you won't be charging as much as I do, simply because people won't pay that much for amateur work. So don't quit your day job just yet. I myself work a second job to pay for food and bills, and I've only made about 20 suits so far. Now let's talk about the hours you work. As I mentioned earlier, it takes me about a month to finish a full suit. That's me working around my second job, so it takes around 36 hours a week, give or take. If I wanted to get a suit done in half that time, I would have to work more than the average full-time worker. Of course you will get faster as you practice. I know someone who can complete a full in a week if they really wanted to. But either way, our hours are long and you should really take this into consideration before becoming a maker. Right, now let's talk about mess. This is not a clean job. Fur is like herpes. Gets everywhere and it's hard to get rid of. When you move fur, cut it, shave it, glue it, whatever, it will get everywhere. I can guarantee it. If you're a person who cannot handle the mess, then this isn't the job for you. It is absolutely unavoidable. Now this job requires a lot of patience. I'm going to condense 2 points into one here and say that you need to be patient because people are stupid. Soon after you open commissions, I can guarantee you're going to get people either asking for free suits, asking you to lower your prices just for them, or not even looking at your prices and asking you to make a suit for $30 to $40. In which case, you can tell them to heck off in the most polite and professional way possible. It takes just about all my energy not to be rude to people, especially when they ask questions that could quite literally be answered by them spending 30 seconds to 5 minutes on my website and has already been answered 3 times that day. Now, finally, we're going to cover the concept of the customer is always right. If you've worked in any kind of hospitality or retail, you know that this statement is incorrect pretty much 100% of the time. Now, depending on how you run your commission process in terms of service, people might make questionable changes to their suits, such as, I really want a long muzzle, or make the ears as big as the head, or even fur choices. Poor quality furs can really ruin a suit. Of course you can warn them about this beforehand, but that does not necessarily mean they're going to listen to you. But as always with this phrase, it is your job as a maker to make their dreams a reality. So if they want a suit with a muzzle that's too long and fur that's falling apart, you'd better do it for them. If you do not have that much patience or a short fuse, I would highly not recommend you become a maker. Now, I did not make this video to discourage you from becoming a maker, but these are really important to take into consideration before deciding to pursue it as a career or hobby. I love my job and wouldn't give it up for anything, and you can become a maker too. That's why I'm making this series, to help new budding makers get a foot up in this fandom, and sharing all the things I wish I knew before I started. So that was some things you should know before becoming a maker. What do you guys think? Would you want to become a maker? Just give it a try? Or have I completely scared you off? Whatever the case, let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you next episode where I talk about how to get your name out in the fandom and get practicing. Thanks for watching. Bye.